Welcome to today's video where I will be discussing and analyzing the ending of Past Cure. If you haven't played the game and were looking for a spoiler-free review, check out my previous video. In this video I will be breaking down the ending and explaining what happened to Ian throughout the story and the ending scene. I haven't read or watched any other reviews to keep my interpretation unbiased. As a disclaimer, this is my interpretation of the ending, and I haven't researched other theories or reached out to the game's developers. After recording my footage for the review, I went back and rewatched all the cutscenes, dialogue, and pieced together my own interpretation of the ending to this game. The last scene has Ian waking up from a dream with two figures hovering above him, talking about putting him back to sleep and resetting the dream.
I think he's waking up.
Alright, you've had your chance to salvage this one. I'm pulling the plug. Put him back to sleep and reset the dream.
The story has you think that Ian has been searching for clues about his disappearance for 18 months after reappearing from a 3-year abduction which he has no memory of. In fact, the whole story from when we take control of Ian is already part of this dream. He is in some type of medically induced coma or dream state where his captors are training his mental and physical powers to make him a stronger weapon.
They said I couldn't go to you. Still sick, but I knew they were lying. Can you hear me? Ian? Can you give me a sign?
The opening scene and notes of the secret CIA program mentioned that there were shady underground organizations trying to harness the power of the human mind as weapons after World War II.
To develop a new weapon, the human mind. Inhumane experiments were conducted on prisoners, students, and even children. Their goal, unlocking the hidden power and potential of the mind.
Marcus has Ian keep a detailed dream diary where he encounters the porcelain figures over and over and encourages Ian to develop his powers. Even the repetitive climb up the Crowley Arms to find Dr. Fletcher is another opportunity to train Ian's skills as he takes out countless generic enemies. Even though Ian has memories of Marcus and photos of him as a soldier, most of his memories are fabricated. Even though Ian's captors has erased and manipulated his memory, he is still able to recall some significant events and memories that feel familiar to him.
You would never forsake me. Never betray me. Never forget me. You remember me, Ian? Don't you?
It all sounds so familiar, but I can't remember this.
Ian and his real brother were actually created by his father in an underground medical facility, and we learned they were test subjects 64 and 65. Ian was the weaker of the two, but when his brother dies, the resulting trauma develops into a split personality he names Amos that embodies the power his brother had. There is another female test subject that Ian becomes close to that also has strong mental powers that ends up being Sophia, or the girl in his nightmares. Based on the children's drawings, the handprints, and the story of them falling in love, they grew up together and have similar mental powers, but Sophia seems to be stronger and is able to enter and manipulate Ian's dreams. Sophia is responsible for the messages on the fridge and the bluebirds that are giving Ian hints throughout the game. At some point when Ian is younger, in order to help control the delusions due to the death of his brother or the side effects of the treatment of mental powers, Amos is locked away in part of Ian's mind, where Amos's anger towards Sophia builds. While Ian's memories are wiped, Amos still remembers what was done to them and vows to take revenge on both Sophia and the doctors that are keeping them captive.
They may have wiped your memory, but they didn't take mine. I know what happened to you in those 3 years. I was there. It happened to me too. I can tell you everything. I can teach you. It's what they fear the most.
Amos sees Sophia as a weakness and tries to get Ian to kill her, join with his power, and take revenge on the scientists using their full mental powers. The black pill is something that Sophia brings into Ian's dreams, first with the blue bird in Fletcher's hotel room, and then again at the ending telling him it's the only way to win against Amos. What the black pill does is give Ian control of everything in his dream, which is why he is able to control the porcelain figures, overpower Amos, and ultimately why Marcus doesn't want Ian to have or take the pill.
Kill me and we're both dead.
Enough.
The black pill was not originally in Marcus's plan when he sent Ian on the mission, which is why he freaks out when Ian tells him about it and why Marcus sends armed guards to Sophia's place to steal the pill back.
Marcus, I think I found something important. There's a black pill.
Wait, black you say? No. Those shouldn't be there. Green, red, yellow, yes, but black?
What are you talking about?
This is all wrong. I have to check something.
Amos reveals to Ian that Marcus is not who he believes he is and has been manipulating his memories to use him. Throughout the game, Ian is referred to as a pawn.
Where to go and what to do. How does he know all of this?
Marcus would never betray me.
Oh, of course he wouldn't. It's just a coincidence. Agents...
By the end, it seems like one of the figures standing above Ian is in fact the voice of Marcus, who has been trying to prevent Ian from waking up.
I don't understand what's going on. That's the third awakening this month.
Marcus is referred to as a doctor in the game and acknowledges that soldiers are expendable, while doctors are like gods.
Soldier, you're a cockroach. As a doctor, you're a god.
When things didn't go according to plan, for example when Sophia shows up in Ian's dreams, he orders Ian to kill her so she doesn't reveal the truth. Also, when Ian finds the drawer full of pictures in Fletcher's room, Marcus freaks out again, not knowing it was going to be there.
What is it?
There's a drawer full of pictures. They're all pictures of children. Fuck. This must be the reason Fletcher got fired.
How did... who?
What?
Nothing. Search the room, will you?
Why the pictures? Is this guy for real? Did someone else put them there?
Dr. Fletcher is another strange character in the story. From Marcus, we learn that Dr. Fletcher is a pharmacologist that is selling drugs to the organization Dioscura that gives the users superpowers. Ian recognizes him but can't remember from where. From going into his mind and seeing the images of the underground medical facility, Dr. Fletcher is in fact Ian's father, whose real name is Dr. Schneider. In Schneider's office, there's a porcelain figure called the Thinker that says Ian's father used to keep this on his desk. There is also a recording of a story of the bats and the war between the birds and the mammals in the same room, with his father talking directly to Ian. Not only does the painting of Dr. Schneider have scissors stuck in his eyes, the way Dr. Fletcher's eyes were removed in the apartment, but Dr. Schneider's desk is also covered with pill bottles like a pharmacologist would have.
The man they employed, Fletcher, he hurts children. I don't like that.
Me neither.
Sophia also mentions that Dr. Fletcher abused children, and Ian's father abused Ian and his brother and at least 74 other patients while training them to be strong soldiers. Last scene before Ian's awakening, Sophia tells Ian not to be scared and that she will come back to get him out of this. Knowing that the two figures say that there have been 2 other awakenings this month, Sophia must be going into the dreams of people being held captive at the facility, trying to help them wake up.
I don't understand what's going on. It's the third awakening this month.
She may have already escaped the facility, might still be held captive, or is acting as a double agent with the scientists is yet to be determined. I'm surprised how much I enjoyed this game and hope there's a sequel to answer some of these questions I still have. Like the first Assassin's Creed, the ending had me hooked and left me wanting more. Let me know what you thought of the ending and anything I missed in my analysis. I still can't figure out a good explanation on why the game is titled Past Cure, so let me know what you think in the comments below. If you made it to the end, thank you for sticking with me. Give me a like or sub if you want to see more content like this on the channel. Thanks for the support, and see you again soon.